What's up, YouTube? I'm here, finally. A lot of people have been asking me, either followers from my Instagram, even I have a couple of friends that are collectors that have been interested in starting something YouTube related. So here we go. I actually today went to a local comic convention. It was small, it was decent though. I got a couple nice little things here and there. And I got a couple packages, which was another reason I wanted to start this video, to send my thanks to some people. So I'll start with that. First, from my boy Frank, who I've dealt with in the past, and this guy finds everything. I know a lot of you know him already. Swing Pro 71 on Instagram. Came through once again. He got me the Nintendo Classic, which I know most of you know what this is. I've been chasing this since November when it came out, but I was not willing to pay the $300 that the secondary market was asking for. I want to get into this with my 9-year-old, teach her the history here a little bit of, you know, 'cause she's into the Wii and stuff, teach her where all that came from. And secondly, from my boy Nate Simmons, who doesn't know Nate Simmons, another trade with him. I had double ordered by accident a Rodimus Prime from the Alternator series, and I knew he was a Transformer nut. He's actually my go-to Transformer guy. And I knew he was really into Hot Rod, and I hadn't seen any alternators on his page, so I hit him up and asked him, and sure enough, he said he was interested. He just hadn't gotten into the line yet. But I broke that, don't worry, and I think now he's coming around and he's starting to get them. They're a really cool line, by the way, for those of you who don't know. They're based in reality in the sense of the bots all transform into real life vehicles. Optimus is a Ram 1500, which was big with me. I drive a Ram 1500, so you know I got that one, but it was red and mine's black, so I had to grab I think it was a San Diego ComicCon exclusive Nemesis Prime, which was a black version. But yeah, you get the point. And moving on to the two things that Nate got me. Miss Marvel, Catwolf. These both finished Build-A-Figures for me. Or maybe not. Oh yeah, there you go. I was about to say, I thought this came with an Onslaught piece, and it does. His back piece. So I finished Onslaught with this, and I finished Sandman with this. Miss Marvel, you know the classic story. Don't pass on something the first time, because then you're not going to see it again. And Nate hooked me up. I appreciate it, Nate. We've sent a couple things back and forth now. You're a great guy. I appreciate everything you do. This also was part of a trade from a Syndicate fan. Actually, I don't know. It might be a Marvel Legends Collectors Facebook page that I met this guy through, Nate San. I could not find Cyclops. I know they're not really even out yet, so I shouldn't have stressed it, but I found the rest of them. I actually passed on Sunfire the first time I saw him and haven't seen him since, so that's the last one I need for the wave, but I'll get that one eventually. Okay, that's all the gifts. I'll move on to what I got at the comic convention. I got these. I don't do pops personally. You guys do what you do. I'm not saying anything bad. It's just not my thing. The Bloody Daryl and the Weapon X were gifts. I mean, I could tell you the story's pretty funny. This one is for my current girlfriend's or my current fiance's ex-boyfriend, which, you know, he's alright. He's an okay guy. And this is for my ex-wife's husband. So, and another good guy. And he's been a collector for a while. He's been looking for Bloody Daryl. So I saw those at the convention and grabbed those for those guys. Then I got myself a couple of, well, was a loose fig, a mummy. I like a lot of those monsters, old monster stuff. You'll see. I got another one later, not from the line, but you'll see. Strife. Pretty much I got a deal on this one. It's probably the only one I got a really good deal on. I paid $20 for him, so I guess that's pretty much like retail. I have a Chameleon. I wanted another one for the J. Jonah Jameson head, so I can display him that way, and I'm going to try to figure a way to get his suit to a different color. And an older, this is from the Toy Biz line, a Hydra Soldier. Kind of sort of getting ready to start army building once I have a little more display space. And this was the older version with the the screaming face. So he's different from the Hasbro, and I have another Toy Biz one with the closed mouth, so he's even different from them. So that was cool. You know, and I like to grab those Toy Biz ones whenever I see them. You know, you don't see them every day, but it is what it is. Now, I don't know, a lot of you, any of you 80s babies know about Gremlins, obviously. And I needed them. I needed a Gremlin for my collection. This is the deluxe. I didn't know it was out yet. I was planning on getting it anyway, and I saw it at the convention. He's got the changeable faces. I like the bandana one. I think he's got the Santa Claus hat. He's got his little bow and arrow, the little saxophone. He was cool. That's the art over here. You know, NECA always makes great stuff. I'm not huge into NECA because I have some issues with certain toys. My T800 Terminator is iffy. One of his hip joints was a little screwy, but they make great stuff for the most part. So that's that. These are Hasbro, and they're not considered legends, but I didn't have any lizard in my collection, so you know, he gave them to me, I think, for 15 bucks. I grabbed them. I got other ones from that line, I believe, that were pretty cool. I got Mysterio and forgetting who else. Agent Venom, cool fig. Never seen it in the wild. Not part of a Build-A-Figure line, so that didn't help me with that, but still cool fig. I was actually looking for Superior Venom all day. That's what I really went out for. I didn't find them. Anti-Venom, he gave it to me for 20. I had, I think I might have seen him before in past, but I love Venom, so I grabbed it. These were some prints, just classic monsters. I thought they were cool, very stylized, but guy at the booth was cool, so I picked those up. What else did I grab at this con? That might be it. No, I grabbed this for my daughter. I have a 9-year-old little girl who's into cool shit. So, Stitch Pool, pretty cool print. I'm gonna get that framed for her. I liked it. Sent her a picture because I had her this morning and sent her home to her mom. Sent her a picture. She loved it. What else we got here? All right, now I'm gonna move into some of my mail haul. Actually, I'll move into my local comic book store. Speaking of old monsters, Mezco 112 Frankenstein. This is Previews exclusive. I picked up the 112 Daredevil. That was my first venture into the Mezco stuff. Actually, that Mummy, I believe the guy told me, was from an older Mezco line also. But I got into the 112 line with the Daredevil. I was very impressed. I feel like their figures have a niche. Not all of them are going to look great because I haven't seen any kind of an armored texture, but they do a lot of the cloth and leather, and I think that's pretty cool. But I didn't like the look of the Wolverine they released, which was leather, but it kind of looked iffy. So I guess they're kind of hit or miss. I did open this in the store just to look at it. It's got a basic black suit on. It's nothing fabric. Cool figure though, cool sculpt. Like I said, I'm into the monsters and the older style stuff like that. Now I'll get into... I grabbed this guy in the comic store the other day. I don't know if any of you guys are into these. They're called it's a company called 3A. They're designed by Ashley Wood, who did a lot of the art for Metal Gear Solid, I believe. These figures are incredible. I mean, they're not a known property. It's not your Spider-Man or your Supermans or anything that anybody knows about. They're from a weird comic strip that he wrote. But the figures are incredible. The detail is incredible. The weathering is incredible. They use all real leather and cloth. The horse itself is actually resin, but he's all wrapped in fabric. This one is called the Blind Cowboy, and the horse is actually officially named Blind Cowboy's Best Pal. Very original. But yeah, these figures are immaculate. You pull them out of the box, you smell whatever kind of a motor oil or whatever they use to weather them with. I'm not going to pull them apart and take them, show you too much detail because I've spent enough time posing them and messing with his parts. But I'll try to get you a little closer. This is not showing up fabulous on camera, but his figures are amazing. If you check out my Instagram, you'll see it comes out a lot better in pictures, and I've got some decent shots of this guy up. So go check that out at Dope Toys NY. I'll leave a link in the video description. Mail haul. Some of you Syndicate guys do the comic book thing. So this is what I picked up recently. This is Mysterio's relaunch. I think it was Mysterio 2. First appearance. It's a 9.4 CGC. I like getting these slabbed books. You know, I'm starting to try to get key issues. I got a Craven's first appearance, the original Craven's first appearance, the other day. So I'm getting back into that, which is pretty cool. So I'm trying to pick up key issues. Let me see anything else I got to show you guys. Right. All right. Now this is probably going to be over a lot of you guys. I don't want to say over your heads. Like I'm cooler, but whatever. It's toys. My buddy from my comic shop is heavy into these art toys, which I don't even know if you guys know what that is. They're designed small runs. They're artists as opposed to toy companies for the most part. And a lot of them are fucking obscure and weird and very niche market, but I'm starting to get into them. I'm not a huge fan yet. I'm not sold yet. This one might even get resold because they jump in value, so that's always nice. But I grabbed, this was my first one that I officially grabbed. Of a vinyl. Sofubi is another name for them. They come from Japan, I believe. They're soft vinyl. Very limited runs, like I said. I think this one they might have made 30 of them, and I was lucky enough to grab one. They're not cheap. They're a few $100s, but like I said, they jump in value. So this one I could probably sell for at least well, probably double that, but I'm not decided on that yet because I think he's really fucking awesome. This is a Retro Band Meets. He's a one-handed mutant baby monster. The paint scheme is, they're one-off. All of them are one-off because they're hand-painted. And this is a style from these Sofubi toys. They call it marbleized because it's the color mix. I mean, they've made versions where it's realistic, I guess you would say. It's skin-toned and, you know, different versions with an axe hand or a robot eye. But yeah, it's my first dive into the Sofubi world. That's a Retro Band Meets from Unboxed Industries. Very limited release. I'm happy to have him. I don't have the room for him right now. Actually, he might go back there on my art toy shelf because I have a completely separate section. But we'll see. Alright. I think that's all I got for you guys for this video. I think it's a decent amount. I'm going to see. I've never uploaded to YouTube before, so this will all be an adventure. I'll see how it goes. You guys could help me out. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought, what you'd like to see. If you want to see actual hunting. I got a little bit of hunt footage on tape that I'm going to end up uploading. And I have an unboxing video. I think I'm going to upload that eventually. So I'll see what you guys are more into, and I'll focus more on that. And until then, until we speak again, take care, fellas.